It's a Tory. It's a Tory. Do you get this? This is the signs, the similes, the metaphor, the propaganda. It's a Tory. This is the royal baby. If you can just make out in the blue there, that's Kate. That's Princess Kate. But Prince William, the Queen, the palaces, the jewels, the billions and the sways of land, the hairy. It's a Tory. This is the royal baby, the most privileged, the most elite. This is the baby snatchers. There are children that are rummaging through bins in this country to find food, to get pizza. They're queuing up at food banks, 1 million food bank parcels. They want to take away child benefit. They tripled your tuition fees. They want to put your children either in £50,000 worth of debt or in a bloody put paper out on slave labour death camp, Ian Duncan Smith. It's a Tory. Can you even imagine the most disgusting, despicable political regime? What kind of person, what kind of monster would vote for the Tories? Who would buy into this shit? It's a Tory. They hate your kids. They hate their own kids. That's why they give them to nannies and they send them off to boarding school. You know, they attack all families. They attack workers. They attack workers' rights. They attack your housing. They bleed you bloody dry. Remember that? I've got this picture in my head that someone had posted, and it's a dad, and he's got his son and his daughter, and they're walking into this kind of like, it's like a boarded up home. It's not a good looking home, and they're walking in and their heads are down, and the two kids are saying to the dad, one day will we be able to live, will we be able to buy a palace like William and Kate? And the dad says, we can barely afford William and Kate's palace. How can we afford one for ourselves? Because this is the system. This is the establishment. They every single year, even though they're multi-billionaires, they're the benefit scroungers. They're the ones on 35 million. You know, the Tories, the land-owning gentry. They're the ones that, like in Scotland, the 432 estate land-owning Prince Duke of Westminster and the lords and the ladies who register them offshore, who register the land offshore as businesses, yet claim hundreds of millions of pounds in subsidies. They're the benefit scroungers. You know, these people who pay no tax, the tax avoiding millionaires, billionaires. You know, while this is the most unequal, you know, this is a society where the wealth has doubled for the richest. That's a fact. The wealth, in the time of austerity, wealth has doubled. Yet they're attacking. They have work capability assessment tests for people struggling, people with you could get your doctor to say you got cancer, you're not fit for work, to say that your disability, your impairment, anything but they want to shame you. They want to drag you in front of a private corporation. And if you don't abide by their Ian Duncan Smith rules, then you get sanctioned. You get thrown out. You know, you get homeless. You know, look at Sweets Way, where Guy Hands, who's registered in the bloody Cayman Islands, you know, knocking down perfectly good homes, evicting children, evicting babies. The Tory, it's a Tory. No, evicting them out so they can knock them down and build like private developers building private properties for David Cameron's home-owning democracy. It's a Tory. They're the most heinous, despicable. They've abandoned children unless they're of a certain class, and they buy into the. And this is about buying into the rhetoric of patriotism, This is about, this is buying into the flag waving royal. Do you understand now how sick and depraved the royal family and how their image is used, how they're breeding, how they're privileged, you know. They're sending your children. They're sending your children in. It's like bloody Pinocchio, you know, with the carnival master, and he puts them and he gives them all donkey ears. You know, they're sending your children. You know, they're not offering. They're not offering to build not-for-profit homes. They're not offering. Their choices are simple. The choices are simple. No, it's low pay, no pay, 0-hour contracts. You know, George Osborne standing up and gleefully announcing 8,000 more jobs at McDonald's. You know, they are quite happy to feed your children that shit. They are quite happy for your children to be addicted to sugar and salt and the pink pus that goes into McDonald's burgers. And they're quite happy for you to go and work there. And you should be grateful for that job. You should be grateful for that job. You should be grateful for your exploitation. Because it's a Tory. They want to exploit your kids. They want to make as much money. This is like, we are, it's not just tax cattle. We're a farm. We are to be abused and used. You know, this society where they protect the powerful and take aim at the powerless. You know, it's a Tory. Can you even imagine? You know, loads of people, you have got mates who might support. Has anyone got a mate who supports Tory? Is there anyone? I mean, the Sun newspaper, Rupert Murdoch, the Daily Mail, the Telegraph, and all the others. You know, you can understand that they are aimed at the shires, but the Sun, you go into any cafe, you look inside any van, you know, you go to any, and you'll find this paper. And this is the people that they're trying to say that, like, I don't even know what's written on here. Stop SNP running the country, and they've even in the Sun in Scotland it says support the SNP. That's how brainwashing. The Sun says, today, after a grueling 5-year wait and appalling labour, the Sun is proud to deliver our choice for the election. After years of hard labour and a long, painful delivery, the news the nation's been waiting for. I get it. This is basically announcing that the Sun staggeringly is supporting the Tory party in this election. You know, this newspaper is the newspaper of Katie Hopkins. Katie Hopkins. This newspaper is the newspaper of Jeremy Clarkson. This newspaper is the newspaper of a disease of vile, putrid hatred. You know, this is everything that is sick in our society. And yeah, it's a Tory. And that, my friends, is the truth. They are fucking sick. They are disgusting. They are despicable. And they are Tory.